Camelot 331 here, and today we're talking about something damn sane. You ever ordered a table from this company and you got it and it was kind of trash? It's fine. We're talking about IKEA, baby. IKEA. Oh my gosh. I know everything's all right is what it stands for. Not really. I don't really know. I just made that up off the top of my damn head. My big ass head, by the way. But we're talking about IKEA. The store is IKEA. Something crazy as hell has happened, and there's a crazy result to what's happened, okay? They got fined $1 million and something else involving their CEO in prison. And what it's for is going to blow your mind, because Amazon does this exact same thing on a daily basis. It's very well known, and yet no one gets in trouble for it. Ooh, it's pretty spicy. Before we get into it, though, I got a bunch of messages from IKEA workers. I know everything's all right. Apparently not. I got some messages from them. We're going to read them first, so wait till the end to see the craziness with the CEO. It's undamn believable, baby. It's undamn believable. Finally, some justice. So, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, doodle. That's very important. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Make sure you message me on Twitter and Instagram. Send me your stories, baby. They might appear here. And you get to see my big ass head live. It's a great time to be alive. So let's jump into this sauce right damn now. Check this out. It says, I work at a massive IKEA store in Australia. For a lot of people, it's their first time in IKEA, so by the time they get to my section, they start to panic because they aren't used to the maze-like layout. There are a lot of breakdowns, usually small children who want to go home. Seriously, there's so many parents wandering around with their 5-year-olds at 9 p.m. on a school night. Please go home. Anyway, the most memorable breakdown I dealt with was when I was working in home organization. This man marched up to me, phone in hand and family in tow. He wants to buy a certain clothes rack, but he can't find it anywhere in this stupid store. All right, I'm happy to help you, although I'm not liking the attitude. He shows me a picture on his phone, a screenshot from a website with no context. Shocking. I haven't seen that clothes rack before. Either it's very new, very old, or not something we stock. I ask him if he knows the name of it. He responds with, no, that's your job. Shocking. Oh my gosh. It's like when you poop in the corner at a McDonald's and somebody says, what the hell, dude? And you say, sorry, I can't clean that up. That's your job. It's a weekly ritual for me. He's getting even more worked up now, but I can't search with just an image. I check our store's website and I can't find the damn clothes rack anywhere. I asked him if he was sure he looked at the store's location's website specifically. Not all IKEA stock the same stuff. Shocking, I know. Immediately, I could tell he feels insulted. Of course, he looked at the right website. I activated the dumb sales girl mode and asked him to show me. He pulls up the website, and there's the clothes rack, quite clearly on Target's website. He notices and storms off wordlessly. I'm shocked as hell. You ever caught somebody red damn handed? You know what I'm saying? Like when an old guy would come into GameStop and be like, hey, can you cash this check? And I'd be like, this is GameStop. We don't cash checks, but there's a check cashing place next door to us. And they'd be like, oh, I know that. And you're like, oh, okay, well, they're next door. And then they would just call you a moron and leave. And you're like, I didn't do anything. You're the old stupid guy. I'm just the middle-aged stupid guy. All right? Don't get all up in my face with your oldness. All right? I don't want to catch the old. I'm already catching it, and it's progressing really fast. But that's only scratching the top of the poop cake, baby. What do we got next? It's time to shock the world, baby. Check this out right here. Something we're very familiar with here on this channel. 2 words. Black Friday. Oh, God. It was 9:55. We opened at 10. We were almost done. All that we had left to do was put out some children's kitchen sets. What we didn't realize was they were 50% off. Well, you about to miss 50% of your face when the moms get to you and start peeling it off. I only had 2 pallets left to put out when the stores opened, and the horde came. They were crazy, sprinting, pushing, and shoving. They fought to get to the kitchens. Oh my God. And when they noticed my pallets, they tore them open and took it. Eventually, one woman started screaming and attacking the guy who took the last one off the pallet, not noticing 2 full pallets. I had to pull her off of him and security came. After 10 minutes, the chaos ended and I cleaned up. At that point, An elderly couple came and asked if there were any kitchens left, and I put one in their cart as my coworkers and I laughed at what just happened. Shocking. A lady started attacking the dude over Black Friday, and that's actually kind of mild. Now, I don't know if you're from America or let alone my state, all right? But Black Friday in my state, you can get shot in the face for taking the last of something. You take the last, the Tickle Me Elmo, because that's a thing, maybe? Shot in the face, Karen, by a 45 every time. But is that not spicy enough for you guys? Is that not your ghost pepper sauce you need? Well, let's look at some ghost pepper. Look at this message right here. I worked at IKEA for 5 years selling sofas. One of my coworkers, let's call him Jim, worked evenings and weekends in returns while his day job was teaching a math at a local high school. Teaching a math, one single math. One day, a woman comes to this counter trying to return some pillows. Generally speaking, they didn't take returns on pillows for sanitary reasons. She also didn't have a receipt, and the pillows were clearly used and absolutely disgusting. Now, I just want to put this out there. A mom returning pillows that are disgusting. I have a crazy mind, and I can just picture something crazy, and I'm not going to speak of it, or else we'll be demoaned. There'll be not a single ad in sight, baby. She is humping. I can see it now. Actually, I kind of want to see it. I know what I'm doing after this video. Jim tells the customer that he's sorry, but our return policy states we only accept products within 30 days of purchase with the receipt and unused in the original packaging. This does not sit well with her, and she begins to scream at Jim. I'm so damn shocked. She was spiteful and cruel. Jim had come to the U.S. from another country years ago, and while he spoke perfectly English, he still had an accent. She mocked his accent and told him to speak English. Story of my life. Hot diggity damn. I had a guy make fun of me one time because he came in my store and I said howdy. Because I say howdy to every person. And he was like, wow, howdy, really? Because he was from like California. And I'm like, yes, really, howdy. Holy mother of God. She repeatedly shouted that he was stupid and would never amount to anything. He was too dumb to get a real job, etc. Meanwhile, her teenage son is in the background. He's pleading with his mother to stop shouting at Jim. He's begging her, I tell you, to give it up so they can go home. Eventually, she turns around to shout at her son and ask him why he cares so much. And the son responds, "That's my calculus teacher." Oh my God. There had already been a parent-teacher night scheduled for a few weeks later. His father went alone. I'm shocked. She couldn't even face him. She's brave enough to yell at him, but she couldn't face him later. She said he would never amount to anything. That's like when those kids made fun of Walter White when he was washing the car, and then he became the drug lord. You never know who's going to become the lord of the drugs, babe. But that's nothing. You didn't like the ghost pepper salsa on your face, right? You didn't like how you touched yourself when you went to pee afterwards, and it didn't really burn as much as you would liked. Well, how about some of that Carolina Reaper sauce? Extract directly on your pee. Check this message out right here. I was in the Vancouver IKEA, and they had a children's play place that was packed to the rim, baby. Just exploding with the children, which sounds like a damn nightmare. There must have been 100 kids in there, some being watched from the outside and some completely unattended. Sounds like when people would drop off their kids at GameStop because they thought we were a daycare. Without warning, the power went out. There were emergency lights, but the play area was still quite dark. The kids all started shrieking and crying and running around in the darkness. The power probably out for only 2 minutes, but the chaos was spectacular. When the lights came back on, it looked like a battleground. Some kids were bruised and bloodied. Some had the 1,000-yard stare of a war veteran. Oh my God. Had the PTSD from the ball pit. Trust me, we've all been there. There were even a few that had bonded together in the tunnels and refused to leave. Some were missing entirely. Hot damn. They got trafficked already. They must have escaped in the shadows into the well-furnished maze. That's IKEA. The meatballs were good too. Overall, 10 out of 10, but the bar was set high and no future visits could compare to that eventual day. Shocking. That sounds like that time I got robbed when there was a kid in the store. Luckily, he didn't get his face blown the hell off because we probably wouldn't have had any more kids in the future. I'm just saying, don't leave your kids unattended at places because there's chances that faces can be blown off, and I feel like you don't want that for your kid. Just seems like something you wouldn't want. But what's the crazy thing with the CEO? They got fined $1 million, guys. $1 million. And the CEO, something happened to him. And this is something Amazon does on the daily as a company. Check this out here. It's about to blow your mind. You ready for the grand reveal, baby? Check this out right here. It says IKEA is fined $1 million and former CEO is given 2-year suspended jail term by the French court after the company spied on its employees for 3 years. And what's even worse than that, guys, is all these damn ads on this damn page. Holy mother of God. They're like, hey man, you gotta turn off your ad block. And I was like, all right. And then now it's just everywhere. Look at this. What kind of craziness is this? Anyways, check this out. IKEA France was today fined $1 million and its former CEO was handed a 2-year jail sentence for spying on its employees. Holy mother of God. A French court fined the subsidiary $1 million and handed its former CEO, Jean-Louis Balliet, a suspended 2-year sentence. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. IKEA's France's boss between 1996 and 2002 was also fined $43,000 after he was found guilty of receiving personal data by fraudulent means. This guy's crazy as hell. Prosecutors claim the illegal practices date back to the early 2000s, so he's been doing it for damn ever. Unbelievable. The charges against IKEA included illegal gathering of personal information, receiving illegal gathered personal information, and violating professional confidentiality. Shocking. I'm so damn shocked. So, the IKEA CEO was jailed for 2 years, and they were fined $1 million for spying on their employees. That's not shocking, right? We see this all the time from who? Amazon. Amazon hired Pinkerton spies to track warehouse workers and labor movements at the company because they were trying to union bust, something they've been doing. They hired detectives with the infamous Pinkerton spy agency to monitor European workers' labor union organizing efforts. I'm shocked. To basically watch the associates in the warehouses to make sure they're not unionizing. But what's even worse, guys, you can argue if that's an invasion of privacy, but what about this? Inside Amazon's secret program to spy on workers' private Facebook groups. Oh my gosh. Holy hell. The company has a sophisticated and secret program that is surveilling dozens of private Facebook groups set up by workers. Internal documents reports show below. Tuesday, after news that Amazon was hiring intelligence analysts to identify labor organizers went viral, the company said the job listing was made in error. It wasn't true, guys. Oh my gosh. But the internal documents, reports, and an online tool left on the open internet and viewed by Motherboard shows that Amazon has for years, guys, had a sophisticated secret program and team to spy on its workers in closed Facebook groups. Undamn believable, guys. Unbelievable. They spy on their people in Facebook groups and in the warehouse with the Pinkerton spies, just like IKEA. But what is Jeff Bezos doing right now? I know he's not the CEO maybe anymore. It's fine, but he's flying to space. Why is he flying to space? Maybe because he knows it's coming. No, in this country, apparently you can do that kind of thing, even though this happened a lot in their Europe-based companies, but it's fine. Completely hypocritical. IKEA CEO goes to jail for 2 years, fined $1 million. What happens to Jeff Bezos for doing the same thing? Absolutely nothing. It's almost like he controls the world. Meaning this video will get no views. Make sure you share this video, guys. It's very important. It's very important to help every worker we can in every shape or form. No company should be looking at your Facebook. All right. Don't look at the Facebook. You're going to see pictures of my gooch. I don't want to see that. I don't want anybody I'm working for seeing my gooch. All right? Unless it's YouTube viewers. Make sure you guys hit subscribe. Follow me on the Instagram and Twitter. Like my pictures, baby. Message me. I like talking to you about nonsense, all right? Make sure you do me a big old favor. Make sure you get the hell on it. Doggone it. Bye. Yeah, a pterodactyl. I got 2 pterodactyls. All right. Why am I getting 2? I only bought 2 and I got 2 pterodactyls. This is trash. Absolute trash.